I wanted to make a short video on the Canon 90D just to talk about if it's worth it in the year 2025, and really more so, is it worth it over those really nice expensive new cameras today? So now that that pause is over, let's jump into some of the pictures that I've taken with this camera as well and show you guys some of the stuff I've done and see if you think that it's worth it or not. Alright, so I'm actually going to show you guys some photos straight from my personal Instagram page. I want to do that because I want you guys to see kind of what they look like on social media when you publish a photo like this. I think this is where a lot of people care about where their photos are and what they look like on there. So I want you to see that it translates well to this platform. I'm going to use Instagram and show you that yeah, all these photos are going to be great. All these, for the most part, are taken with the 90D. And I'll clarify if it's not taken with the 90D, it's taken with one of my film cameras or my Sony RX100 Mark IV. And then you can buy that camera too. Alright, so starting off with the latest is, let's get 0 comments, is this photo that I've taken of a bee. And I was out at McConnell Springs in Lexington, Kentucky. I got this one and then this one of these tiny little guys on this purple flower. But my favorite is certainly this yellow one with the bee here. And the reason why I love it so much is because I use this 100-400 lens that I got thanks to my brother. And it really shows a lot of detail without being close. When you're around a bee and you're kind of nervous about it, to be honest, you don't want to be that close to it. And you don't want to bother it either. That's what I love about telephoto lenses and getting close up to insects and other creatures and animals, is I don't need a total macro lens. I have a good camera with good megapixels and I got this lens. And that's what I got here. I didn't have to crop this photo to punch into it. This is just straight up what it was like. I just cut it down into a box form for Instagram. And then the same thing with this next photo. I just stood a little farther away. So yeah, I really love this yellow picture. I already have it sent off to be printed. I'm gonna go pick it up today to see what it looks like in an 8x10. Yeah, I'd love to print it out into something even bigger even, but we'll see how it looks on that. Now next is gonna be some family photos, just so you can see what it looks like, because the thing that I love about this camera the most is its ability to capture my family. On trips and everything else. It's so easy to use. It's lightweight, it's compactable. I fit it into a fanny pack at times depending on what lens I have. So I click on this, and this is a photo I set up on a tripod, and I took the picture of me and my family, and this hangs up in our living room now, and I love it a lot. Yeah, and then you can kind of see just from this point of view some of the other pictures I've taken. You know, more of my son right there. I take monthly photos of him, so you can see how those look from the 90D, and all of those are lit up, not with any external source other than this flash right here. And sometimes I don't even do that. Sometimes I just use a 50mm and punch that thing all the way down to 1.2. I always use the 50mm for the most part with these photos of my kid when doing those monthly things, and I just turn this thing side to side, bounce it off a wall, and it gets a really professional looking photo. Now if we scroll down, out here at McConnell Springs again, got this cute little squirrel hiding in this little house, and I was able to use the 100-400 again. Got this horse, got this barn. Now I will say Instagram does downgrade some of these photos for sure, but you kind of get an idea of the kind of pictures you can still take with this thing. And now I was in Sweden and I got this photo of this bird flying through. And I think I actually put a bunch of photos of my favorites throughout 2024 in here. Yeah, this one of my kid for his 2nd birthday. Those are 2 of my kids. That's with a film camera. That was in Sweden. Got this close-up of a horse with the mud on its fur. Falcon taken off, or hawk taken off. And yeah, so you can kind of just stroll through and see. You know, that's another tripod photo of me and my wife. And a film photo of my daughter passed out at a wedding. So yeah, as I just scroll through some of these, you can really start to see some of them. This is another fun one of this owl. I would have totally forgotten about it if I wasn't going through my Instagram here. and you can see kind of how far away it was that I had to punch in. And if you saw the full image of this, you know, it extends wider because it was a wider photo. And so this is already a bit cut off the edges. And then whenever I punch in, you can see the detail that you still get with that owl. Now, I'll admit, like if you had a camera with 40, 150, whatever megapixels, you're going to get something a little bit better. This borders up to some of those. But and if you're taking this photo in a better condition, this was a very overcast day as well. And I was really far away. If I was closer up, I could have gotten an even better picture of it. But I was just sitting in my car way back in a parking lot and took this photo. So the fact that I still got the quality out of this is really impressive for the Canon 90D, I gotta say. Another one of my favorites is of this Redbird, as I call it, from my hometown. This Cardinal that I got. Now this was a nice one where you get really good detail because I can punch into this thing and you can just see all the cracks all over the beak. So there's of course a lot more photos that I could show you all, and if you just go through my YouTube channel and watch the videos, almost all of those are taken with the Canon 90D, if not all of them taken with that, unless I'm specifying it for any other reason. So go through there, look through my YouTube channel, and notice what, you know, kind of pictures I'm taking. Notice how I'm taking the photos with that camera, and see if you have any questions for me. Come back to this video. Let me know if you have any questions for me. I'd love to hear them. People in the comments do a really good job of helping you out too. It's a nice little camera community forum there. But you're also going to notice as you start to look at more and more of my videos, especially if this is a video from the past, is that you're going to see more channels just geared towards creativity as well. So that's going to be things like songwriting, even things like woodworking, being out in nature, art, things like that, because I'm also a therapeutic just page in general channel. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, so I like to do all this stuff therapeutically as well, not just for professional purposes. So get out there, enjoy yourself, be creative, have fun with this stuff, let it be therapeutic for you, and I hope that you have a really great day. Leave it in the comments below, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, all the things that we're supposed to be doing nowadays to progress this channel, progress ourselves, and progress yourself. So thank you very much, and I'll see you all later. Bye.